All right, what's up? How is everybody doing? We're gonna do the Reddit Weekly Seed for the last week of February. And maybe, but probably not at this point, there is an open boot step ladder race in a little under 2 hours at 4 Eastern time. So we will, depending on how this goes, we might do that. But this would have to be a pretty quick seed for that to happen. So we can, I guess, get started on this. Get going here in 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, so desert is a pendant, eastern is a red crystal. Mark that in a second. Beautiful. Desert, pendant, eastern, red crystal. And we get a sword from Uncle. Look at that. Vanilla swords. Might have been worth it to go into escape, but that's fine. So I want to pick up another set of bombs. I can do that at this next tree pull here. And then I'll go from there. I killed too many. Or I didn't have the full hearts. It could have been that. Excuse me? Give me the heart. Why did that fly so far up there? I could have grabbed it. Oh well. Oh well. Heart piece. I'm gonna leave that there. We will take that full magic, thank you very much. Don't love going back to get that $20, 20 rupees, but it's, what, 2 or 3 seconds? That's a good one to get. We like that glove. Sure we do. There's our bombs. Perfect. Alright, 8 bombs is pretty good. Plus we have a sword. And a glove. We'll have the money for the bottle vendor. We can clear out most of the village. Which is all we're looking to do at this point. We're just trying to collect some items. Like that. Perfect. So we're Moon Pearl from Dark World Access already. And bombs sitting behind bombs. Early hammer, always good. Always good. More bombs behind bombs. Ether's good. Well, potentially good. Yeah, I like using it in Ganon's Tower too, so we'll say it's useful. Even if we don't need it to get into a dungeon. That is my favorite item in the game. Alright. We can sequence break Death Mountain. Oh. It's a mostly vanilla bottle. I think the one in the vanilla game is empty. Alright, 2 shields. Interesting. Probably not gonna worry about the 50. We'll see what we get here. Piece of heart. Not worried about that either. What do you do when you find your first glove? Right to back of escape. I meant to throw that up and hit him, but clearly it didn't happen. Alright. So the rest of Escape does have items, including Dark Cross. Not going to do that just yet, but it's good to know. On a 50-50 there. Fun prize, 10 arrows. Means we'll be able to pick up some arrows in GT relatively easily. And stun some enemies on the climb in the gauntlet. If we're running low on arrows. Or I might just do it anyways. Just because. Speaking of arrows. Good enough, I guess. Another bottle. This time it's got a fairy in it. Alright, we're gonna skip Ice Rod Cave for now. Actually gonna go to Escape. There are 3 items we know in here. Actually, there's 4, but one of them we can't logically get. Sitting in Dark Cross. Which is probably worth checking. It's not too hard. Not my best darkroom execution, but... Or my best darkroom to navigate. I'm not great at it, but I can do it. But if we get a fire source, it'll put it in logic, so... Maybe we'll get lucky. Did not want to see that heal, actually. To take some damage here. Because we don't need the key to get to the back of the sewers. I don't need to pick it up off of that guard. I mean, it's a small, very small time save, but it is a time save. Let's... Perfect. Just trap me in the corner. Yes, yes. Okay. Oh, I have the fairy. Yeah. Dumb. Dumb. Forgot about that fairy. Not used to having a fairy here. Let's put that back on, I guess. Okay, now we can go to Dark Cross, hopefully. This time we do not want to take damage. I want to try to conserve the hearts as best as I can. Like I said, this is not the best darkroom navigation I will have. Alright, we got to full anyway, so that's good. And that's why I wanted to Alright, that wasn't awful. And it didn't amount to anything, but we got through it okay. Just want my damn moon pearl. Just far enough away from that sign that I couldn't hook onto it from the first place I did it. Or I tried it, I should say. We can find out our green pendant here. Green pendant swamp. I hate it. Book. So that gets us into Pendant Desert. But I might as well check in here while we're here. Might as well check it while we're here. Okay. Well, it's a red crystal. If we happen to be lucky and get a bow, we'll just beat it. Odds of that very low, though. Okay. Don't hate the early big key, because it means there's a chance, slight chance, but a chance that we can skip the big key chest entirely. We just have to find the items in the next 3 checks. That's one. Hookshot's a nice item to have in here. You don't have it in vanilla, but it's nice to be able to kind of zoom around and grab a couple of things. Like that check there, it saves a couple of screen transitions. Here it can help with movement a little bit with these pots. Ugh. Can hook here. Alright, so we're probably gonna have to go over through another dark room and check the big key chest. So not in logic, but we're already 2/3 of the way there, basically. This dark room is not that bad, particularly with the sword and the hookshot. Yeah, so I think desert from here. Alright, so it was an item. So nothing useful in Eastern. But there's potentially 4 items in the desert area. There's a guaranteed 2. We can definitely, there's an item on the ledge and there's an item in Aegina's cave that we can absolutely get. There's 1 check inside desert that we're guaranteed to be able to get. And depending on the key layout, we might be able to pull both items out of here. Alright, so that is not gonna be worth it. We're already at like 1,100 rupees. So I am not worried about grabbing that 50. So if this first check up here is not a key, it's the only thing we can get in this entire dungeon. It is a key, we can grab a few more things. Not a key. So we're just gonna exit down here. We'll check out Aegina's cave, and then we have a choice. We go to Ice Rod Cave. I think we do Ice Rod Cave, and then we can fake flipper into Zora. I think that's probably the way to go. But progression has to be in one of those 2 spots. Or here. It could be one of these 3 spots. And they're all on different corners of the map, which is lovely. Oh, money for days. Alright. Unfortunately, we've kind of got to go the long way around here. If Moon Pearl or something, flute or lamp, something that gets me up to Death Mountain, logically, if one of those two things, or three things, I guess, is at Ice Rod Cave and we skipped it 10 minutes ago, I'm gonna feel pretty bad. If it's on Zora, though, then it is what it is. Moon Pearl, here it is. Nope, alright. So Zora's got our progression. I will check the Hobo. Oh, I can't. Gotta walk back. Like a peasant. Actually, right here. Oh, that's pretty good. So the only check that's in logic is the actual item on Zora. But since we're here, we can scout a few things. Maybe grab an item out of logic that'll help us, like a mirror. We won't find flippers in any of these checks, except potentially on Zora, which would be vanilla, which would be kind of funny. But we could find something else. Maybe? Like arrows? And that is, I think, a pixel perfect jump out to get fake flippers on that screen transition. And I think it differs depending on whether or not you have the boots. We can't check Waterfall Cave or Waterfall Fairy Cave. We can't check it because ooh, that was close. Alright. Don't die. Going up here, please. Beautiful. Beautiful. Still gonna beep, but we're at least a little safer. Alright, we made it. We're good. Alright, what do we have that's gonna help us progress? Vanilla flippers. So we need to go to the Waterfall Cave. Ugh. I don't believe it. That's good, because that crab would have killed us. Did it hit? Oh no. Actually, that gets us up to Death Mountain, so that's fine. We don't. I was thinking it was going to give us. What's it called? was going to put Agatower in Logic, but we don't have a way in. We don't have the cape or a second sword. It's still possible. It's entirely possible for Moon Pearl to not be on Death Mountain. So a hard last locate of the lamp. We could have sequenced Broke Death Mountain and been the faster on this seed for it. Oh well. Not much we can do about it now. So Hera's beatable, so we'll do that. We can clear out pretty much all of the Light World stuff. There's a few things we can't get. Okay. Until we get the mirror, I actually don't... Not to say I would rather not have it, but with our heart count, if we do have to Death Warp, it's going to be slow. Ice Rod. Block behind mirror. Red Meringue. Yeah, you're probably staying there. We've got to go up this way. We don't have the mirror, so we got to go over here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... I'll check out Paradox Cave here. And then do Hera. Oh, okay. So that changes things slightly, I think. So now I can go get that Ice Rod and then go back into Hera if I save and quit out of Spiral Cave. My original plan was to go over, take care of Tower of Hera, come back and do Spiral Cave, but now I think I'm just going to do Spiral Cave and then save and quit. Alright, quick check on the mushroom. That's kind of gross. That's kind of gross. Don't love that. Always funny when the boots are here. Give this like slow walk through the Spiral Cave, and then it's like, oh, you could go fast now, but not to be. Yep, so now we can go right back. And I think this is still quicker than having to go back up through Paradox Cave and come over. Although with the mirror transitions, maybe not. I don't know. There's a lot of things I haven't really timed out. I'm just kind of going off of gut feel. This way we can get a map check in the Dark World here. So TR 56, so that is 100% required. Ice Rod that we're about to pick up. We can scout this. Just couch cash, move right along. Don't mind if I do. That mushroom on Floating Island doesn't feel good. Not even a little bit. Yeah, just... Alright, no items yet. No items yet. We did get the big key, though, so that's good. We can grab this. Hopefully not have to do the basement. Did not want to see that. Alright, there's an item in the basement. It's actually one of the good things about doing it the way we did it, is we can save and quit out of the basement. We don't have to worry about having to, like, walk back out or whatever. And, I mean, if we get the Moon Pearl here, for instance, we can just ignore, or hopefully ignore the basement entirely. Get out of here. Come at me. Come at me. There we go. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We're doing the basement. We are doing Hera Basement. It's just a series of hard last locates. That's all we're doing here. Like I said, we don't have to worry about... We'll just save and quit right out of here, most likely. I don't know what else we would need to get that would keep us up here. Mitts, maybe? Be worth going to Dark Death Mountain? Actually, that might be our only play, if we get mitts. Although we have the mirror, we can get out of here pretty quick. I forgot I picked up the mirror. And there's our pearl. French vanilla. Alright, so... we have 2 fully clearable dungeons, and they're both pendants. That feels gross. I think Green Pendant Swamp. I think that's where we're going after we'll do Hype Cave. And then we'll just clear it. I don't love this, though. Not at all. Alright. We have a ton of options, and not many of them are any good. Like, we have this. We have Thieves Town, which is a pendant. We could dip into pod. But I don't really like any of the options. This one, it's got the most checks and it's green pendant, so it actually gives an extra check when we do go over to pod. Which is why I wanted to do this before pod. The other option would have been to go to the Village of Outcasts in Thieves Town. Which, I mean, is a viable option, I think, but... I decided to do this instead. So the question is, if we find something to help us progress, do we stay in or do we bail? Might depend on what it is, right? Bow opens up pod fully. What else? Fire Rod opens up all of Skullwoods, which is another thing we can do. We can dip into Skullwoods. Can't beat it without the Fire Rod, but... might be worth it to dip in, but I've committed to this. We're doing this. Alright, no big key. So we're just gonna go to the back. We can try... we only have 2 bombs, actually. Let's do it this way. It's fine. Did I mess this up? That red berry got in the way. But good that we don't need to do Agate Tower. That's completely dead. We've got that going for us. So 2 red rupees and a heart piece so far. We're coming back in, so that's fine. So I'll have to grab this key as well. We'll save a little bit of time when we come back to do left side. I don't know if this is faster than hammering, but this is going to be slow regardless, because we have to menu to the hammer. I could try to grab 2 at once, but that's fine. I think we hit it with this, right? Provided you don't miss. Okay, well, that kind of almost maybe worked. So there's still 3 items in here. We gotta go back and dig them out. I don't think we're making that open boots race in an hour. Not at this rate. Which is fine. 2 bombs, so I have enough to do spec. I think there's actually bombs here, right? Yeah. Just the one? Oh, it's 2. All right. To hit up a tree pole. Gross. Yeah, there's no guarantee anything's even in here, too, which would be even worse. Can I hit it with... Okay. I'm trying to conserve bombs here. Don't need rupees, game. So Bow leads me to Pod and Eastern. Fire Rod... leads me to Skull Woods. Samaria doesn't really give us a ton. Okay, well. Left side swamp. Terrible. So that... I guess would give us... Oh, we don't have mitts. I was gonna say that could give us Mire area access, but it doesn't. You know what? We'll have to take those, actually. Relatively timely bombs. 4 bombs. Alright, this seed... not going well. We've beaten 1 dungeon and it was Green Pendant. And the question remains, where do we go next? Like, do we go to Pod and hope we pull a bow? Do we dip into Thieves Town and Skull Woods? Don't need money. 15. Whatever. 3. Yeah, I think we've got a right here, right? Probably a good spot. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, I think we've got to go here. I think we've got to stay in the village. At this point, I'd even be okay with something on Ped. Which could be Fire Rod, could be Bow. Could be Bombos, could be Samaria. Really a lot of potential for a Ped Seed here. "45 minutes in, this still is, what, 4 items that could be on Ped that we would need? At least we have a Crystal Dungeon beaten anyways. There's that. So we're gonna do Thieves Town. I guess. This is we've been in all 3 pendant dungeons already. Does that open a ton? It opens Dark Death Mountain, it opens Smith Chain. I might bail after the front 4. Hope it doesn't come back to bite me. I think I am gonna bail after the front 4. Yeah, 1 item front, but it was a pretty good one. We're here and we can flute with the purple chest. It's fine. Question is, where do we go from here? Oh. So obviously we turn in the purple chest. And then what? Scout Mire area, turn in the green pendant, Dark Death Mountain, pod. Okay. That's Ice Palace, actually. It's a gross Ice Palace, though. That is a gross, gross Ice Palace. But, you know, let's do it. I just want to beat a Crystal Dungeon. Quick thing, actually. I want to pay off that green pendant. Then we'll go to Ice Palace. Wrong cane. Wrong cane. Oh my god. Lovely. We're gonna have to bomb jump this, probably. I guess we don't have to, but... quicker if we do. We have 10 bombs. Hopefully I don't fail it a bunch. Forget what race it was. But I definitely failed it so much that I had to leave and buy the bomb upgrade to do it. Alright, though. Definitely won't be penalized for leaving Thieves Town early. Why would you even think that? Alright, let's see how we do. Oh for 1. Fail. Alright, second try is not too bad. And I've definitely fallen off after the bomb jump before. Don't recommend doing that. Definitely don't recommend doing that. Actually, I think... there we go. I forget who told me that there was hookshotable collision there, but somebody told me and it was great. Actually, that kind of works. If I can hit this. If I can get iced tea and then go to the other side, to the top of that room, I should say, and get to, like, icebreaker chest area. Hey, it's our first item. Ammo for a bow we don't need. Or don't have, I should say. We need, but we don't have. Yeah, so now I can just go up here. Just try to use as few hook shots as possible to get around here, and now we end up here. Okay, it's fine. At this point, we needed it anyways, I'm pretty sure. So both items so far have been arrow bundles. Okay. That'll make the fight a little bit easier. Right. Chill. Move over a little bit. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Just realized we needed to push that because we don't have Samaria. Alright, let's see if we can... Probably have to use the blue potion. It'll probably be the quickest because I just want to fire rod everything. More for the magic than anything else. Perfect. So, Skull Woods, and then into Reading Head. We still need a bow, we still need Samaria. And we need... Oh no, boots, maybe not, because desert is a pendant. So boots, Samaria, sword? Got the money, we might as well. Oh, thank you, Bagel, for the good luck. Hopefully your, the hockey tournament's going well. Not that you can hear me with no sound enabled, but... Appreciate it. Hi, Bagel. Quick thanks there. Alright. Go right back to the boss. Oh, grab this chest first. You know what? Since we got that, drop. You gotta be kidding. That's about as good as it could have gone, I guess. Okay, that's an item anyways. Break ether on these guys, try to conserve a little bit of magic. Don't you dare. Perfect. Getting beat up pretty good here. Oh, alright. Take that. We got through it. So that's 3 crystals. So we'll check this. We'll come back out. We'll read Ped. The Samaria could still be on Ped, and Bo could still be on Ped. Samaria would hard require Ped. Bo, depending on where the other one is, might not. You technically only need 1 Bo to finish. But if we need Ped, I might just go finish. Okay. Ped's dead. That's fine. It still might be worth going into... back into Thieves Town at some point, but not yet. Alright, we need to... There's still 1 more item in Skullwoods. Where it is, what it is, we'll find out. I think that's all of the Skullwood small keys, pretty sure. Is it really gonna be big key here and then item in the big chest? Nope. Okay. Fine. Fine, fine. So not on Bumper Ledge, that's good. We'll check this. And then... really don't know where to go. Okay. Guess Meyer. And I would love an extra sword. Oh. That's potentially go mode. I might put Meyer off for a little bit and see if we get... we're a little better equipped to do it. Right? Because that's... we need to do Meyer, TR, Pod Eastern. So maybe we do Pod Eastern. That might be a better play. Let's do that. Try to wait until at least until we get Master Sword before we do anything weird in Meyer or TR, really, if we can. If all the swords are up on Death Mountain, then oh well. So that kind of turned in a hurry. We didn't really get penalized for skipping the back of Thieves Town, which is good. I think I'm gonna do Eastern first, just to knock it out. I know there's no items there, but I should have done Pod first, but that's okay. That's fine. We gotta do it anyways. An extra mirror transition or two. I guess 2. Oh, don't want to do that. We just need to hope that the boots aren't needed. Alright. So do this, we do Pod, then we do Meyer, then we do TR. So this will drop, I don't know, either map or compass. I don't remember which one. How do you mess up this fight so badly? gotta remember to pick up some arrows from the stun prizes on some enemies. So we're looking for a sword. We're in sword go mode. Honestly, might just go... We get a key here? Let's just beat Helma. I can come back in and look for... what's it called? A sword. But we'll have to do bow side first, which is fine. Unless a sword drops on Helma, which would be awesome. He's such a lucky call. But I guess once we find the items, even if we don't find a sword, once we find all 5 items, we can just bounce. As opposed to having to, like, go back and... It doesn't make this fight that much different. So doing most of our damage with hammer and probably bow anyways. I am an absolute dumbass. Oh my god, why are you so dumb? Oh, big brain play. I'm gonna go right to the boss. Excuse me. No, you're not. Oh, so dumb. So I didn't even blow up the wall. I gotta do that first. Okay. I can still do the same thing I was gonna do. Oh, so stupid of me. I'll have to go bow side again. I'm messing this up. Trying to be slick. I'm just like hard committed to doing this Helma fight first. Little fireball, huh? Alright. Now just drop a sword so I don't have to go back in. Please. All the items are in the back. Every single item is in the back. I gotta go back in. Check it out. Oh wait, I don't have to hit that switch at this point. Oh wait, no, I can do this as a key right here. What am I doing? I'm all out of sorts. I checked this dungeon like Bizarro World and it cost me a bunch of time. So different from how I usually do it. So I guess... Oh no, we found Big Key and Compass on the bow side. So... Put some arrows off of you. There'll be 2 small keys and 5 items back here. That Go mode it is. I don't remember checking what Meyer opened with either. Guess we'll find out. Oh, it is quick. Cool. So, didn't need the mushroom on the floating island. Didn't need the Bag of Thieves. There's probably faster ways to go through, but it's fine. We're just on a big key hunt here. And the best is if you get them in one of the first 2 chests. So if we get it here, or we get it in the spike room, those are the 2 best spots to get it when you're in go mode. Which we are. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to another sword, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for one either. Alright, that's a good safety to have. It'll make my life a little bit easier. But I don't want to use it yet. It's our second item. The powder and $5. And I know I could have used the key, the small key door on the top right of this room, but I'm trying to save it because if the big key is in this chest coming up, I can use the key to get to the boss a little bit quicker. Okay. Otherwise, I would have had to like go back to the other side. It's just a little bit slower. I can because I wouldn't have had the key to open that door. We'll see if we got Spooky set up properly. Oh, we'll need the ice rod to set it up, I think. I think that did it. Pretty sure. Find out. I'm used to having the boots to do it, but Ice Rod I think can also do it. Yeah. The red boomerang, anything with sparkles, I'm pretty sure it'll do it. Silver arrows I think also work. Alright, now... What? It's dumb. I gotta back up a little bit to hit that center eyeball. Or I could just keep hitting the big eyeball and hopefully kill it. Yeah, see? Perfect. Perfect. Spooky's way easier than the boots method. Yeah, I'm so used to the boots method. I don't even know if you can hear me if you're still don't have sound, but I don't know. I don't hate the boots method, honestly. But again, I'm just so used to doing it with boots. Oh, the phone speaker up to you. All right. I was gonna say I can't type now, but I'll throw something in Discord later. Oh, come on. Getting bodied. I'm glad I waited to do Meyer till we got an upgraded sword. Actually, I watched somebody do that fight with no hammer. Okay, sounds good, Bagel. And enjoy, I'm assuming, the hockey tournament. But I did see somebody do that fight yesterday with fighter sword, no hammer, no cape, and it took for freaking ever. Indoor rowing machine races. Oh, that doesn't sound great, I'll be honest. I don't mind rowing, but I wouldn't want to race it, I guess. I'd rather just race this. Alright, so just run through, I'll walk through TR. There's no boots. Grab our big key. If we happen to find a sword, I'm not going to say no. Oh, there's our big key. That's good. That's good. I might check Laser Bridge even if I don't have to. It'll save so much time if there's a sword sitting there. More time than it'll take to check it anyways. And I could just skip everything at this point if I really wanted to. I could skip Laser Bridge, I could skip the big chest. Like, this is the ultimate go mode TR. I will skip the big chest. Yeah, if you have the big key and I think 2 small keys here, you can skip everything in the back. Kind of nice. But I don't think I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to find a sword. So I'll skip this. Skip the big chest. Oh, that's beautiful. Now we're skipping, babe. We're done. We're cruising and hope to God that we don't need the boots. I mean, it's a pretty low % chance, but it's not 0. Let's do this. Damn it. It's fine. Whatever. That was such a clutch sword. So clutch. Hit him! Oh, damn it. That sucked. Alright, I shouldn't need that potion. Saying I was gonna need it with Master Sword Silverless, but with Tempered I should be fine. I should be fine, hopefully. So probably with no boots, 145-ish, likely. Let's... We need the boots, though. Oh, baby. That would feel bad. Oh, really? Well, let's go find out. Let's go find out if we need to hunt down those boots. Thank goodness. Alright, we're in go mode. I mean, it's a 1 in, what, 22 chance? So it's something like 4%. Which is low, but it's not 0. Actually, let's do it this way. I think we can make it. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. I should have grabbed that. Let's grab that magic. Just in case. I wonder where the boots are. Like, I kind of hope they're in GT somewhere, and that I didn't just miss them in, like, Thieves Town or something stupid. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I didn't just go here first, but I didn't. Alright, where are we going? Off to Rando Room. Let's go, baby. Don't hate the magic. There it is. And the second key. Perfect. Alright. Let's do it. Alright. Let's climb. Didn't want that red Igor to come at me. Safety door. We took it. Try to keep full magic as long as I can here. Don't go that way. Yeah, there we go. That's better. One more, oh, this should work, actually. Hit the double, yep. Really? Blue Guard. You're the worst. How did that not hit? Not hit him. It's fine. I don't know why I'm checking things, but I am. Dag nabbit. Much better. Oh, we pulled Gold Sword out of validation chest. Because why not? I bet at least some people miss that. Big bad 0 on phase second one. 0 there. What the heck? How did this is bad. Alright, at least we got that. So, Silverless Gold Sword should be no problem. And we didn't make the open boots race. This took a little longer than I would have liked, but what can you do? Alright, we got it. Gotta make sure we get the torch glitch. If he ever stops teleporting. My goodness. Alright, where were the silvers? Death Mountain? Probably Dark Death Mountain? No, we're not gonna get that. Two. It's 3. 4. 5. Alright, one more triple and we should have it. This should be the last hit right here. Hey, I can count. Alright. Alright, so... it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Could have been better, but... I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, let's see how we did compared to everybody else. Alright, let's pull it up. Doggy Dolphy 144.56. I'm probably gonna beat that. He's one of the better. 221. We got a 227. My time is looking better already. 159. 2 hours and change. 313. 242. This seed gave people trouble. 208. 150. Bagel with a 150. Yeah, 150. I just pulled it at 150.23. This was I did better than I thought I did. It just didn't feel very good. 153 from Skeptic Canary. There's a 248, a 220, a 149, and Orbital yet again in the lead, 130. I would love to see a VOD of them running a 130, another 130. Actually beat Orbital by like 20 seconds. 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be better than I thought. This was not an easy seed. I wonder if I'll have to look through the comments a little more closely and see if anybody found the boots. But Silver's in Death Mountain. We had Mimic Cave. I don't know, Mimic Cave's Light World. Catfish could have had them. Boots were not an EP. I cleared EP. Oh, Thief Sound back? It said Death Mountain. Oh, that was Silver. Silver's on Death Mountain. Never mind. I'm getting my wires crossed here. So Boots and Thieves Town back, which means they were accessible early. Really early. Silver's Mimic Cave, yeah. I figured they had to be on Death Mountain somewhere. It just hit me. I never checked the pyramid, the ledge. So if they were there, I would have felt really dumb. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate... I'm a little surprised the times are that high. I mean, it was not fun, for sure, but... Kane was Gomo. Yeah, I mean, Graveyard Ledge is it's a tough spot to route in. I usually try to do it when I'm doing Skull Woods. Like, and it worked out. Like, I beat Skull Woods and then found the Cane, and was like, oh, Mire time with Fighter Sword. Not great. Actually, I could see... Because Ice Palace, I ended up doing with Fighter Sword. So that, I could see people not wanting to go in there. And that's where the Fire Rod was, which kind of led me in the direction of getting Samaria and then the bow. Although I guess if you go to Pod first, you could get a sword. For Ice Palace and beyond, so... I don't know. The way I did it, I ended up on Sword Go mode. But... Oh, this was interesting. Look at that, 0 bonks on the tracker up there. No bonks. And then chest turns. I don't even know what chest turns are. We had the one death that was intentional, even though we tried to death warp out of Hyrule Castle and forgot we had a fairy. Yeah, and I guess I could have gone up to Dark Death Mountain and cleared out stuff at some point once we got the mitts, but I just never did. I could see if there was nothing good up there, you could waste a little time doing that. I don't know. It didn't feel great, but it was not a great seed, so I kind of get it. But I was able to go mode mostly. I mean, most of Pod. I was just in sword mode at that point. And TR. Yeah, I mean it's definitely, if you were on fighter sword at the time, I could definitely see going there first to try to pull a sword or fire rod. I forget where Bombos was. Swamp maybe. Yeah, I mean you had to kind of commit to some lower percent stuff and put off some. I mean, I got a little lucky that Pod really didn't have a ton of stuff that was needed, and Dark Death Mountain had nothing that was needed. Like I put those off. Like I didn't do the Back of Thieves, which actually might have cost me time if the boots were back there. But yeah, I was able to skip a decent amount of stuff, which was kind of nice. But sub 2 on this one is still really good. Like this is not an easy seed. It almost didn't feel like I was in go mode. Then I get the bow and I was like, wait, I just need a sword. We're good. One on the front of thieves. I mean, depending on when you go in there, like if you only find one item, I mean, it happened to be the mitts, which was kind of nice. It opened some stuff up. But if you only find one item, it almost makes, I think it makes a little bit of sense to go back and try to dig out more. But with that one item being the mitts, I was like, well, that opens up. That might have opened up ice for me. I'm trying to think. Yeah, this was mitts in the first check, and then it was big key, small key, compass or something. There's only one item in Thieves Front on this one, which means there's three in the back, which I could see people going back there and looking for more stuff. But I figured at that point, it's not that bad to get back there. Especially now that you had the mitts and the flute, it's pretty easy to get back into Thieves Town. So I was like, we'll skip it. We have to come back. We come back. But no, I mean, it worked out. I skipped things that were ended up being skippable, like higher density things, which was kind of nice. But all right, I think that's gonna do it for me. Anyone doing anything? Who's in that open boots race actually? Ladder. There's 11 runners. We just missed it. Yeah, John, Jack, Dimitri's in it. There's a bunch of racers, bunch of good racers too. Bumble, Tristanian, Tenet, lots of good runners in this one. So, let's see, we can probably throw a raid out there, right? maybe? Dr. John's doing it. We'll bother him. All right, have a good one, Bagel. We'll talk soon, I'm sure. Oh, John doesn't allow raids. Okay. That's cool. Anybody else doing anything? No. All right. Well, that'll do it. I might be on later tonight. Not sure what the rest of my night's gonna look like. There's a cross keys ladder at I think 8 that I might try to do, and also I've been thinking about streaming some Final Fantasy stuff. So I might do that just to kind of get a. I'm looking at the potentially speed running Final Fantasy 9, or at least kind of getting a feel for it. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what the night brings. Um, but thanks for hanging out, Bagel. GG's again. Pretty good time. I gotta go submit this on the ALTTPR subreddit and all that. So, yeah, take it easy. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.